What is going on? What is going on? Welcome back to the Villain Table. I'm your host, Jermaine. I got my other host with me, CK in the building, and we are back at the table to talk about some topics where we will decide if people are villains or if they stand on the side of truth. And what's going on, man? First of all, how you doing today, man? You good?
Man, another long week, man. Happy to get back in the swing of things and start this back up. So, this is second episode back. So,
yeah,
feeling
technically the second episode back. You know what I'm saying? Like we getting our bearings back, y'all. So as we go, like I say, you'll see us get more comfortable and back into how we roll. And what we got on the table today, man? I know last week you said that you wanted to kind of dive into Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to rewind that one back. That whole discussion was kind of interesting to me. Mm-hmm. Like even like the whole dynamics of it's so crazy in the black community. We got a lot of villains and a lot of heroes, but sometimes the water gets murky, and like who is actually a hero and who's a villain, and what side a person stands. Because one would say is like, hey, look, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a hero, man. She out there opening doors and she's servicing people. But I think a lot of times we get confused with what's real and fake when it comes to the internet. Like, and I'm not saying that like she's real or fake or whatnot. I honestly don't really care.
Yeah.
What I really care about more is like the internet, though. The internet have you making you think that like that it's real.
Yeah.
like it's so bad that like the internet for me, when I go on social media, I look at everything on social media like it's a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have
like
to.
Some aspects of it could be real.
Yeah.
It could be real, but I don't look at any of it like it's actual real stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I see people that be like, man, listen, I'm a multimillionaire. In my mind, I be thinking to myself, they playing a millionaire.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's somebody we know a millionaire.
Yeah.
It just in my brain it just clicks like he's playing a part.
Yeah.
He's not a real person.
Yeah.
He may be a real person when he go home, but right now in this 30-second clip or hour clip, he's actually playing somebody.
Yeah.
And I think like Dr. Cheyenne got kind of that discussion is kind of like with her. How I look at it, it's like I said, she's playing her part. I told my wife this, and you tell me how you feel about this. A lot of people, there's such thing as pretty privilege. Whether you believe it or not, it is.
Yeah.
The better you look, the better you get treated in some instances. Now, of course, people be like, oh, Kim Kardashian, she get drugged all day and stuff like that. But a lot of doors are open to her because of how she looks.
Right.
And for Dr. Bryant, those doors are open to her because of the way she looks. She's nice to look at. I'm not gonna lie. When I look at her, I'm like, man, this is an attractive woman. Let me just listen to what she's saying. Other women, if they're not I wouldn't say my type, but if they're not attracted to me, I'm gonna keep on strolling. I really don't care. And I know that might sound sexist. But the same thing go for women. Women do this shit all the time. So my whole thing is for me. I don't know if she's a villain or a hero. I know that the conversation around her is more important. I wouldn't say if she's dangerous or she's not dangerous or whatnot. I think, like I say, I told you this the other time, last week. I had more issue with like when she went on the Joe Budden podcast, when Joe Budden was like, when she said, I'm not a licensed doctor or therapist, whatever she said she was. And his rebuttal was, and why should you be? Like,
okay,
nigga, that's more dangerous than her.
I think with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, I think she has gotten caught up into two different worlds, right? And in doing some of my research that I've done, I don't want to say this extreme research, but some of the research that I've been able to do on this topic, what I've realized is that she is in between two different worlds, which now have become crossing paths, right? She has been introduced to us in this world of social media where everyone's opinion is a thing, and you can get by on your opinion if you sound a certain way. Also, with the pretty privilege, she's good to look at. But even so, I think for me, I speak for myself. The only reason why I've come across her is because of the platforms that she's been on, which are platforms that I look at. I look at Cam Newton from time to time, and because when things go viral and are big talking points, it's, let me see what's going on. Because
you think she would have got on those platforms and she didn't look how she looked?
I don't know. It's hard to say that because I've seen people
in millions of therapists out there, though. There's millions of people do what she did.
I feel you. But she's also she's entered that realm of the social media, right?
And do you think she'll be as successful as she is if she didn't look how she looked?
No, that's part of it. I think she'll tell you that as well, you know. Yeah. But I think the successful part of it is that she's not afraid to come in and kind of have these talking points and check people. Mm-hmm. But this is where I think when I say the points of crossing paths have become entangled and where she's getting in trouble on the other side of that is that some of the points that she's arguing are not clinical points or what a doctor would say.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So today I was looking at this clip with her and Torrey, which is something that happened between them, I think, a few months ago. Uh-huh. And their whole argument is they have two different outlooks on parenting.
Yep. Okay.
Right? And where I'm like, okay, now where I looked at it as a point of, okay, at one point, maybe people, they have to hold you accountable if you cannot present like a doctorate, right?
Oh, yeah.
But now, also, you're giving more merit to that point where, as a doctor, if you are talking to a patient, mm-hmm. And her studies are to be in parental,
I think it's
child psychology and relationships, right?
Yeah.
And in that argument, she presented something that would be way against what she should be standing on, even if you believe in different.
Yeah.
Which is
corporal punishment.
Right? Corporal punishment versus, in studies that would tell you that that's bad, right?
Yeah.
So she stands on the opposite side of that. So now it's like people can have that argument. Well, if you really went by a doctor, if you were really a doctor, you would stand on the opposite side of that. But she stands.
That's a touchy one, and because I feel you on that
mm-hmm.
one, and I haven't seen when Torrey was bringing that argument up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of treatments, clinical treatments that I studied
mm-hmm. that
some doctors just don't agree with. They think like for their patients something is better. So corporal punishment,
mm-hmm.
You have to think about it. It's a history of it, and you also got to think about like how those studies were conducted, the background of the people being studied. Like,
mm-hmm.
I'm not an expert. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could be completely off with this,
mm-hmm.
but I do know that just because even a clinical body comes to a standard of, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be legitimate doctors stand against clinical trials all the time. But my thing is for something like corporal punishment, what even makes it even like less substantial is that successful people come from corporal punishment.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This did this for me. This did this for me.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is it's it's almost like, yeah, you, and then especially if you got whoopings too. Imagine if you got whoopings, and imagine Barack Obama got whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Hey man, listen, those whoopings taught me this, and this, and it made me the man I am today." He done reached the highest level of success, the most powerful man in the world.
Right.
So my thing is,
but what on the opposite side of that, they could show you that, hey, statistics show that people who receive that, majority of them tend to shoot up schools, or then
I would say, how many of them come from 2-parent households? Then I would say, hey, what's their ethnic background? Because sometimes background play a great. What's the name? Because you already know in the black community. Hey, you already know, boy. Hey, listen, in the black community, I'm not gonna sit here and say every black person, because even me, I don't damn just whoop my kids. But hey, listen, sometimes they love that favorite the Bible verse, "Spare the rod." Hey, listen,
right.
So my thing is.
Let me be clear in my standing. I stand on the side of you should have some type of punishment to a certain degree. My children, I got it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I'm standing. That's me standing on the side of someone who hasn't done the research.
Exactly.
Who isn't a doctor. So I say that to say, and I can't speak for every doctor who and where they stand, right? But just in my quick research that I did over a few days. In the clips that I watched, in favor of that, they talk about the potential of this if a child receives this, what it does to their system because they don't understand what's going on. So I say that to say it just gives more merit to the problem of present your doctorate.
No, you're right. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen, when there's questions in your background, and then you going against the norm, you're right.
Right.
You're gonna have to show some type of paperwork.
I feel like she puts herself in a position to where, and with all these clips are coming up, and then all these people who are like, "Oh, I went to this same school."
Yeah, I went to the same school.
I just got mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Doc, I don't know.
And this is a crazy thing, and this is the world we live in. This is why, me personally. And I told this to my wife when I first seen when the whole situation was going down. When she went on the Breakfast Club, I said, I don't know who invited her. That was a setup. That was for clicks.
It's definitely.
And the thing is, people got to realize people who are your real friends and people who fuck with you. Those two different things.
Yeah.
Because the thing is Charlamagne might fuck with her. And a lot of people might fuck with her. As a friend, I would tell her, don't take your ass up to the No Breakfast Club explaining yourself.
Yeah.
Release a public statement and say, hey, listen, I don't got my license. I'm disclosing that to let my people know that I don't have it. I do have the credentials to do what I'm doing. But, hey, for everybody who do have a license, and it's not a dig at y'all, go see a clinical what's name. I'm just telling you what I have and what I don't have. When she went on Breakfast Club, I didn't even watch the whole roast. But the clips I did see, and what I like to do sometimes is after I see a clip, I'll go watch I won't watch a full interview if I'm not interested, but I'll review like 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after to get the whole context of the conversation. Man, she came off very, 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 very. I don't even know how to say it. She was just very, to me, demeaning. Like, not even demeaning, like above it. Like, she like, hey, and what? Like, I don't got to prove nothing to nobody. Whereas, like, then why are you there?
Yeah.
And then she said, I owe it to my team, the people who follow me. You should do it on your platform. Why are you going on another platform to talk to your people? That makes no sense.
Right. I guess, well, see, she's in a situation to where she has no other choice, especially when we talk about these big platforms like the Breakfast Club that you want to go talk on, the Joe Budden podcast, where you're going to have to be asked these questions. And she's going to these platforms because she has a book. I think it's out now, right? So it's like, okay, I have to go and promote this. I think she's already made up in her mind on certain platforms. This is what I will have to talk about, and I have to figure out how to face it some kind of way. But the backlash is going to come where these people who went to the same school was like, I'm presenting this. I looked at a clip today where a girl was in class with her.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
You seen that? And was like, there was a back and forth between her and the professor on if you can call yourself a doctor or not. And she was hell bent on, I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Now. So I think the title is something that she wants so bad and may not have.
And now, and this is the thing too, though. We don't even know if that conversation ever happened. So that's why I said that's why you don't even go on those shows and present your argument about like, oh, what happened was like, no, just say, hey, listen, I don't have my license. I disclosed that. How many people you know are going around disclosing they don't got a license?
Right. But if you don't have your license, can you still present a doctorate in what you...
That would have never came up if she didn't go up there and say the reason why she don't have a doctorate. Because she never said she didn't have a doctorate. She went up there and said that she went to Breakfast Club and tried to explain why she didn't get a license and why she doesn't have a doctor. Like, she went up there. When she went on the Joe Budden podcast, she said nothing about no doctorate. She said, hey, I'm not licensed because of A, B, C, and
So
D.
now, let's bring it back full circle to your first point, pretty privileged. I do believe that a woman not as attractive can get in those same seats as a Cam Newton, Joe Budden, but she gonna have to be fully legit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no, Cheyenne, we might let you pass. You can't. I ain't even asking no questions if you got it or not.
Yeah,
you look nice. You talk well.
Mm-hmm. You
talk
well.
That talk, and because of who you are, because of you're pretty, you're attractive. We know you probably done been around a little bit. Yeah. Man want to talk to you. Mm-hmm. You've been in a few circles. You've already been in the realm of popularity and celebrity anyway. So it'd be a good look to bring you on anyway.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna even ask if you got a doctor. I ain't gonna ask if you licensed. We can sit down and have this right now.
Yeah.
I tell you, Nick Cannon was already thinking, Mike, shoot, I wouldn't mind.
Oh, listen. So, and you're right, and that's why I say this all comes down to, this is a whole nother episode about being pretty privileged and privileges that other people got.
Yeah.
But in general, like certain people, when you are quasi celebrity, because I don't even know what you call them, influencer, celebrity. It's like a thin line. I don't even know. Or maybe it's a thick line. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when you're a public figure, some things come down to how you present yourself. Mm-hmm. And when it sounds like you're doing something for money, that's the thing. You have to come. You have to come when you go to these places and you present yourself a certain way. And then you use the guise of like doing it for the community or helping.
I can even tell you, not from me, and I don't mean to cut you off, but just things that I've heard in these interviews with her that she talks about. And it's like, as long as God keeps blessing me and my sheep will find me, it's not really, it's more so like, oh, what are you looking at as the blessings? Or is it just money? Because now it doesn't seem like someone who's in it for the potential to help people from a clinical standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
Now, and like you may feel like you're above that, but if that's not, it just seems different now. Now it makes me look at her in a completely different mindset than at first. I just looked at her, okay, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But then you sit down on these platforms and you have these conversations, and you do, and these are good conversations that she has. Yeah. So I'm not gonna push her away from that. But when you're in question, and even to go to the Tory and situation, the back and forth they had, the lack of discipline that she showed in there to be able to have a disagreement and move on, just for her show to be carried a certain way. It's just speaking a lot of things, and I'm not even saying that we can't get mad, but I feel like.
When you carry yourself a certain way, it's all about how you respond back. Even
you're presenting some holes and some chinks in your armor
for sure
that I would say shouldn't be there for someone to have been studied so well. And I do think she's educated. Like you could put in question to whatever. I haven't seen anything presented.
And the crazy thing too is of course there's always what we see on camera is not always the full story. Mm-hmm. They might don't even like each other at all.
Yeah.
But the thing is I seen what you're talking about, that back and forth, and of course she basically kind of said that he too sassy or how he talking. Like I don't know his sexuality or not. I don't know the background to the relationship. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if somebody disagree with you, who who cares? Like, that's the one thing about me. I don't mind somebody disagreeing with me.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I personally, back to the Drake, I personally like the Drake album. Mm-hmm. Though when I scroll down, I see all these videos about how Drake compare himself to Michael Jackson. I never heard it, but I don't really care. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's for you is for you. What's for me is for me.
Right.
You don't have to like that.
Yeah.
So for me, being someone that's educated, and you're on a televised show that's supposed to be going out to the masses on a big network,
Right.
and you going back and forth,
Yeah.
man, that shit look crazy.
Yeah. It looks like, wow.
That look crazy. And then on top of that, for you to have a doctor in front of your name, it makes people say,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Even though, let's be honest, there's been doctors who killed people, who raped
Oh, yeah,
people,
yeah,
all
yeah,
types of crazy shit.
yeah, definitely.
So I'm not saying that
Yeah,
doctors
yeah.
aren't above everything, but when you have that doctor in front of your name, there's a certain level of respect people give you off the dome.
Absolutely.
Off the top, because they say, oh, the doctor, on my back. I've been in rooms, and now, of course, I work in the medical field, but I've been in places where I'm talking to a person, his name's Scott or whatnot, and I realize he's a doctor, and I'm like, oh, shoot, my bad. My bad, Dr. Johnson or whatever. And I'm calling him Scott this whole time.
Right.
So there's a lot of respect you get just from having that. So for you to behave in a certain way when you're on a show, and then you just, I ain't gonna lie, that it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like they arguing
Right.
for no reason.
Right.
Like,
and it's literally one of those things to where, you know, I'm gonna let you get that off because I see you tried to shoot down my point that I tried to make real quick when I had the last 60 seconds to say whatever I wanted to say. Tori tried to slip back in there because obviously he disagrees with her stand on corporate punishment. I'm gonna let you in this and we can get up out of here, but we gonna talk after this.
Oh yeah.
And especially when looking at his show, in the clip he said, we've had several meetings about, hey, make sure this happens when it's time for the host Tori to close out the show, let them get it off, everybody be quiet, boom, we good. That's been conversations that they have had behind the scenes. Right?
okay.
And he was brought on to the show because she is someone, I think she was the host at first.
Oh, so
but
she was
yeah,
host.
yeah. But the producers noticed that she's very long-winded. Right?
Gotcha, okay.
So they brought him in, someone who was a professional in TV, to be like, okay, help her get in line. So when this is going on, do this, do that, give her opportunities. He, in a sense, came in and had meetings with her himself and cuddled her to a degree to let her know, hey, you the number one option. I'm the quarterback, you the number one option. I'm going to get you the ball.
Oh, damn.
Right?
See,
So,
I see, and,
right?
I don't even know about stuff like this.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
And this is some stuff I was watching this morning when I was at the gym, and I'm like, And you can kind of see him. He even showed clips. Topic come up. Hold on. Let's let Doc get in here. What you think? Da-da-da. So
Gotcha.
he came in knowing these things and tried to cuddle her to make her comfortable in the situation.
Get the hell out of there. Go. You, go. No. Go. Now.
You're good, bro. Yeah. So from his standpoint, and like you say, you never know what completely goes on behind the scenes with these things. But Tori's been around a long time.
Oh, yeah, he's been around a long time.
So I could see him trying to want to handle things a certain way, and also being like, understanding that some people in this business have egos. Even the people that we know for sure got that doctorate or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. Sometimes that comes with the ego, right? But him being a professional in the space, he wanted to try to handle it a certain way. But to her defense, he did throw the shot in there that he probably knew would set a flame to the fire, and just expected her to be professional about it. But she was like, nah, I got to get this back. And now it went completely.
Now, what was the shot? I didn't really.
The shot was they both stand on completely opposite sides of
yeah.
corporal punishment, right? Mm-hmm. So when she came in and said what she said, Tory was like, blase, 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 you know, in so many words, saying why he's against it. And that we need to be able to create more gentlemen in the space of the world, right? And she came back and had the rebuttal while he was trying to close the show.
Yeah.
And he's like, hold on, trying to get her to be quiet. And now it's like, don't fucking talk to me like that, Tory. Don't fucking talk to me. Like the back and forth,
my thing
right?
is that I didn't catch a shot. I just thought like his point was kind of like in this world, they've been asking for not even us.
No,
they've been asking for more gentlemen.
Yeah.
So
absolutely
it
right.
would make more sense to create them.
Yeah. So it was more so like, okay, if we're closing the show, and from her standpoint, if it's time for us to close the show now, there was no need for you to rebuttal what I just said. You're trying to, you know, but that's the ego.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'm gonna let you get that off. If I got a problem with it, we could talk after. I'll call you.
And my whole thing is 99% of shows do that.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch CNN, I can't say how many times Scott Jennings would say a point, and at the end, Gabby Phillips come in and say, "Hey, that's wild,
right?
That's wild."
Yeah,
but
see
listen.
that speaks back to the ego that he talked about wanting to be able to get the last word and the last bit of sentencing of whatever the topic was that was mentioned, right? So that speaks back to the ego that she has, that he mentioned in his the video that I was looking at this morning.
Man, listen, I tell you what, though, she, like I say,
listen, they on her head, man.
Oh yeah, and they gonna stay on top of it.
And I would say, man, listen, the easiest way to get them off you is to present what needs to be presented, because even now her patients, I'm sure they are way on and her who she would be seeing,
and that's my thing. My thing is bro. One thing I've learned, and I hate to keep on bringing this back up, but one thing I've learned since the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef is there's not too many people, and I don't even think they started it. I think it started with Donald Trump. I don't think there's too many people who are like casual fans. You either into something, I mean, you're really into something, or you're just not. Yeah. There's not too many people who are just like, Now, I'm not saying there aren't, because I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people, I'm not going to lie to you, I got so much going on in my personal life, I don't got enough energy to put it into anybody else but my kids. Yeah. And even with them, I try to be balanced because it's for them. So literally, there's nothing I could say that, like, I'm the type of person, y'all know we rock with the Magic. Magic lose, 9 out of 10, I'm not gonna be soaking. I'm gonna be like, they deserve to lose. Yeah. They played bad. Right. So my thing is with she has her own audience. Yeah. Who's going to love her. Yeah. The thing is, and I hate to say this, and I'm not saying this about her, but I'm just saying overall, there's a lot of greed out here that people want more. Yeah. They want more and more and more and more. So they're like, you know what? What's another 100,000 people in my community? About $200,000 in my community. Whereas you could be living good right now. She's trying, because the thing is, let's think about it. I don't know how many followers she got online, but let's just say she got 800,000 followers. Nigga, a quarter of them buy her book. She's going on the bestsellers. Oh yeah. Right. Period. Absolutely. So the thing is a lot of people she's trying to cater to people who are not in her circle instead of catering to her circle, and that's where she got in trouble. Because the thing is if she would have told her clients, "Hey, I don't got no license," they been cool. But then when you got a Joe Budden saying, "And why should you?" Right. And then you go on a Breakfast Club and say, "Oh yeah, you know why I didn't get it because this happened and this happened. I couldn't get it." And then they asked me, "Hey, I had to pay. I can either pay for it or not pay for it." Like, what? Like, people gonna be like, "Yeah." That shit sound, even if it's one of those stories. Like, you ever had a story that it sound crazy? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I hate it. Your shit about when you broke you tore your muscle and you fell and you was on the ground. Yeah, that's a story that's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that shit
yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, that all happened. I had to sit there and the ambulance came and had to come.
Yeah.
Like, that's an unbelievable story.
Yeah, yeah,
that people
yeah.
make people be like, damn,
Yeah,
that shit's a lot.
Shit's crazy.
So when she tell her story, and it's not like a simple thing like,
and this,
oh man, my house burned down and it burned down. I'm just waiting to
and
get
and this is the thing too, and this is why you have to be careful, even in the sense of when you're thinking somebody is bigging you up, right? Go back to the Joe Budden situation where you said that you felt it was dangerous when he was like, and why should you?
Yeah.
That was Joe really saying, I'm gonna make you hang yourself right now. And ever since then, and now listen, it's been talked before that. Why should you have a license? You know what, Joe? Finally, somebody gets it. You know
Yeah.
what, girl? All right, we gonna tell now. 100 million people who have doctorates and masters are who have went through that process are who are in that clinical space of psychology are now on TikTok, Twitter, Threads saying why you should and why this is dangerous.
And guess what? Under the JB, the Joe Budden podcast, under their Discord or under their what's name comment section, and they getting views and
right. And then come back and do the episode again next week saying why she lying. You know, do they believe her or not? And everybody out there was like, hell no, we don't believe her. Like, you know, and like you went on there and you hung yourself because you felt comfortable in the space where the dudes was like, hey man, you like one of the guys.
Yeah.
Got comfortable, got to talking. And that's what happened. You gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and the saddest part about all that is like I say, the focus is supposed to be on the black community and the community. Because I will say this, to your point, when you bring up her interviews, I liked her interviews because I felt like she said some of the things that people who are married or people who are in relationships be like, man, these niggas sound so stupid. I wish somebody would say this, and this. And she'll make those points. And I'll be like, oh,
right.
Damn.
So that's
God,
right.
We got somebody that's common sense.
Right. And so it just really gets her in trouble. I've seen somebody say, why not just take the doctor off your name? It's so much less of a headache if she did that.
Yeah.
Because now you're just literally someone who, I mean, for instance, we got all these people who have these, from tonight's conversations, who go on these tours and do these bit talks about relationships, the pros and the cons, the positives, the negatives, and all that. And I don't necessarily think anyone up there else presents themselves as doctors. They just present people who have went through relationships and a whole bunch of things in their experience on their side where they've been wrong and they've been right in their experiences. And they do very well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but now it's too late for her.
Yeah. Oh, it's too late now.
She can't drop that.
It's too late now.
Listen.
And on top of that, her ego is not going to let her do it.
Nah. Oh, her best bet is to go to DeVry or one of the online course, get her a quick little doctorate, and take a little minute. But she could speed through it. They got somewhere you can speed through.
Yeah,
and
man.
just present that because the thing is, she can't even get an honorary doctorate. Because those things, hey, listen, I see Chris Brown got an honorary doctorate the other day.
Yeah. And even to the point now, to go back to, not to mention too many other podcasts, but to go back to Joe Budden's podcast, they literally sat down and explained a lot about these doctorates that people get, these honorary doctorates, and how people are going to start decoding those and knowing what these are. And it's actually people, if you don't know, these people will go around and be like, I'm a doctor. Now, you know, you got the celebrities who are getting these, and all right, we know you got that on some, you know, some honorary stuff, you know, but like, that
Shaq got a couple of them.
Yeah.
But I think Shaq ended up getting another. I don't know if Shaq got his real one. I think he might have just got one. I know he just went back he graduated from LSU. So I think he might have went back and got one. But I know Shaq was collecting them things like damn fucking Infinity Stones. But my thing is even too, like, there's a place for that. There's a place to have an honorary doctor.
Yeah.
I just think that, like, sometimes you gotta be careful, dog. This internet I have you thinking that, like, you gotta be somebody you're not. And the thing is she made good points. Like, her points were all valid. I don't think she had some wild, crazy. Like the crazy thing is she was pushing back on the Nick Cannons, on the damn who got talking about black love and all that shit and got like damn fucking full white baby mamas.
Look,
like,
she's
pushing back on a lot of these people.
She's great in the space, bro. She's great in the space. She is. She's someone who, from what I've seen when I've seen interviews, she will take accountability in spots where she was wrong in relationships and will literally say, "Hey, I ain't never say I was opposed or higher than being able to make the mistakes. I just know that I've made them. I know that I can fall prey to my flesh at times in the past. And the whole point is to be able to see where you can fall prey or victim and not put yourself in those positions again, right? And so that's one thing I definitely like about her. But like
let me ask you this: if you her manager, what's her next move?
Realistically, we just gonna keep doing what we do until we need to change it.
Like, but what does that mean? Like, what? Like, you her manager right now. She woke up today. She's like, "Hey, listen, man, it's a firestorm going online.
Is it a firestorm?
Man, is it?
Is
Hell
it?
Yeah.
Is it? You getting clicks? Like, cause that all depends on what side of it you fall on. That have to be a conversation of how do we feel about the negative versus the positive right now. Is the negative still a positive for us in the net of everything? Is it going to slow down any interviews? Is it going to slow down any book sales? Is it going to slow down any gigs?
Hey, listen, it's definitely going to slow down some book sales.
You think so?
Oh, hell yeah. Because now the thing is
But no, I say that because it's the book. I can see that in the standpoint if the book is supposed to be something standing on the merit of her being a professional in the field. I don't know what type of book it is.
I don't know what it is, but let's just say this. We know her audience. Her audience is more geared to the black community. Mm-hmm. I would say it's between women and maybe men.
Yeah.
But let's say women between the ages of early 20s to mid 40s. Mm-hmm. I think that's her.
Yeah, I think that's safe.
That's safe to say. That's her. What's the name? Those women are. I hate to say this, but those women are more inclined to talk to their friends about stuff. Like I hear my wife talk to her best friend and her sisters about shit. Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about this shit like nonsense. Like what are you talking about?
Yeah,
but they gonna be talking about stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
And one gonna be like, "Girl, I just got this book. Girl, why you got that book?" Like, man, this. So they gonna be gossiping stuff. To me, that's gonna slow down your book sales. Unless somebody's telling like, "Girl, you got to get this book." Mm-hmm. That conversation I'm having right now. The conversation is, you think she's a real doctor or not? The book could be amazing. Mm-hmm. Nobody gonna be talking about, "Hey, this book is amazing." They talk about how she called Torrey gay.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is so for me. Like, as her manager, what I'm going to tell her is, hey, listen, we got to find a way to spend this. We got to spend this. And
how you going to spend it, though?
Oh, what we going to do is, let me just think of something real quick. What I'll probably do is I'll make shirts or something and put doctor at the back of my name. Because the joke is, they keep on saying, like, you need to take the doctor at the front of your name. I said, okay, I'll put it on the back. I'll fuck with them. Hey, I'll make it into a joke. I'll make it into a joke where, because honestly, this is going to sound crazy. Mm. The best, and this is going to sound real crazy because, the man's he's wild. But the best person to copy is Donald J. Trump. You gotta, hey, look, this man is a spin master. I didn't say he's a spin master. He just instead of he covers shit with more shit and so much that you ain't even worried about this shit. You worry about this shit. So like I say, we need the outrage to be not over if you're a doctor. The outrage gonna be like the shirts. Is she trying to profit off her fans or what's that? Or like how dare she? Like, we need to switch the conversation.
Yeah,
we gotta find a way to switch the conversation. It can't be is she qualified.
She just gotta find a way to get through it, bro. Cause her ego has put her in a situation to where it's like, honestly, you gonna sink or swim with this.
But let me ask you this. This is why I say that getting through it gotta be more. It gotta be more than that because of this. If she sat down on this podcast, would we be doing our jobs if we didn't ask her about her being a doctor?
No.
So every interview that she gonna go on,
but this is the thing. She's already made it clear. Now it's just gonna be if you're gonna stick to your guns on her on the.
Did she already addressed it?
Yeah, that she made it clear that this is the last time I'm going to talk about it.
Okay, so then we can talk about Torre.
Okay. If we're going to talk about Torre then.
Yeah, we'll talk about, Torre saying that you're not a doctor because...
Then that's when now...
But listen, look, how you answer the question is you feed the question in through Torre, but you add the incident with Torre. So it's not like you're talking about her being a doctor. You throwing the incident with Torre on top of being a doctor. So we're trying to get you to answer the doctor one, but we're throwing in Torre on top of it. So you be like, oh, well, the incident with Torre, what's that? And then that's how I sneak in. It's like a Trojan horse.
Yeah, she gonna be too savvy for that, bro.
Hey, well,
and so it's either you're gonna be too savvy or she gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna leave this here.
And guess what I get? Guess what my clip gonna be? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant avoids the question about being a doctor.
Right.
While standing on calling Torre gay. Hey, listen.
We can't do that though, man.
Well, I'm not gonna. I'm just saying if she does stand on, I don't know if she's gonna stand on or not stand on.
Right? No.
The thing is,
because this is the thing because we can't be misleading in the clip.
No. I'm not saying I'm mislead. I'm just saying if the conversation did go there, but I could say she avoids the question.
Yeah. You definitely could.
And then I'm gonna say Dr. Cheyenne Bryant avoids the question about being a doctor.
Okay. Yeah. But I do. But I do.
We probably wouldn't do that. Honestly.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to talk to her about. There's other comments I seen her have about baby mamas or being in a polygamous relationship. Like I want to talk about shit like that. To me, though, that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about you being not because me personally, the fact that you disclosed it. Hey, listen, anybody want to come see you and they know that you're not a doctor, that is cool with me.
Yeah.
You did your part.
Yeah.
You were honest enough to open up and say, hey, listen, y'all, I don't got no license. So if you want to come see me, I just want to let you know I don't got a license.
Right.
Now, the reason why you don't got a license, to me personally, you shouldn't have did that. Because there's some people who's going to be like, well, this shit don't make sense. Insurance, and especially me, I work around insurance and stuff. So I don't know, like, I'm going to be more savvy than somebody who doesn't know about all this shit. So the thing is she got to be careful when she come up with these scenarios because she might not be completely understand. Honestly, a lot of doctors don't understand insurance. They don't. They just don't. They know how the system works, but pre-offs and all that shit, doctors don't be trying to.
Yeah, that's for other people to kind of handle.
Yeah, they let other people handle that shit. Their job is to be the doctor. But the thing is she might not be completely informed. So my thing is when you talk to somebody who is completely informed and tell her like, that's why you're not licensed? That's stupid. She gonna like a fool. Luckily for her, somebody like me, I don't care. Like I say, you did your job. You told them you wasn't a doctor.
Yeah.
But
like
I say, most people on the internet, they're gonna be clip farming her. They're gonna be like, hey, they ask a question as soon as she answers it.
But it's like I say, I feel like it's just something that she has to get through. And I don't feel like it's gonna be here forever. Like I don't think because after a while we're gonna get to a point, especially if she continues to work and do certain things like go on shows like Tonight's Conversations and they.
She went on that show?
Yeah, she was on that show. She went on the tour with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah. So like
they do tours?
Yeah. They go to different cities. They was here, I think.
Oh, okay.
So like I think that's her lane at the end of the day. I think she's found that lane where she will be successful going forward.
I don't know if she gonna mesh. I don't think she'll mesh with them.
She was perfect on that show.
She was?
She was great. She was great on that show. Now I don't think she's gonna be like a normal. She's like someone who comes in like, we bringing in as a guest Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. It was one of those things.
You like I don't know. For me,
I don't watch it like that. I like if I see a clip here and there, it's not something that I seek. Yeah. It's nothing that like a pop up in my YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, me either. Well, sometimes it does because sometimes I do watch like the table or something. table 8 or 6 or something.
8 at the table, something like that.
Yeah. With like when they talk about relationships, but I'm the type of person that I watch stuff. I like watching stuff that I don't agree with, or stuff that is like out of my orbit, just so I can see like the intake of to process it, to see how other people process information or how they think. And for me, I feel like I say, I like Dr. Cheyenne. I like the argument she brings up sometimes, but I also don't like some of it. And I feel like the media, it's so crazy because sometimes I feel like we live in a parallel universe or some shit like that. But I feel like a lot of things have left. I don't want to say the black community, just society. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, dating culture. I don't think people date anymore. I don't think people want, like. I remember when I was younger. This gonna sound corny, but I wanted to be married. I wanted to have kids. And because I grew up in a broken home, I wanted like my kids to have the same parents and live together and we live in a house and we grow old together and all that shit and we have grandkids and all that good stuff. Like, I thought that, like, damn, I never had that, so let me try to give that to my kids. I feel like people don't want to get married, and I think most of the conversation is why you shouldn't get married instead of why you should. And the thing is people think perfection is supposed to happen. But the crazy thing is to me, life and relationships is no different than any other statistic in life. Like, for instance, we'll talk about basketball. If I told you I'm going to take a 3-point shot, and I'm going to make 4 out of 10 of them, a person might say, oh, that's horrible. But that person don't know basketball.
Right.
Shooting 40% from the 3, that's a great, man. Hey, listen, I wish I could shoot that well.
Right.
In the NBA game.
Yeah.
NBA players would give their life to shoot that percentage.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So my thing is from the outside looking in, 4 out of 10, that's a failing. That's failing. Because you looking at it as to like a test, or you comparing what's the name. Relationships is something where, to me, like a 3-point shot. Like a good success rate, it's shooting by 40-50%. Just because we have the statistics all the way to 100 to 50% relationship but end in divorce in America, that's about accurate. To me, I think that's still kind of good. Because I don't think most people know when they get in relationships what they get into, the commitment they get into. And the thing is one thing I've always said about relationships, for me, is what you need to do in a relationship is not find somebody to grow with, but somebody that's growing at the same rate as you. Because the thing is some people grow faster than others, some people don't. So the thing is if you grow faster than the other person and you're mature and y'all growing together, that person's still stuck down there while you way up here. Hey man, sometimes when a plant grow too fast, they suck the life out of the other one. So you can't be too close. You gotta be just right, and y'all gotta grow around at the same time as each other. This is how I look at relationships. Right. So for me, I feel like some of those podcasts, they ain't healthy. Because instead, some of them promote, and on top of that, another thing that's not said a lot is, I'm me and you.
Right.
Me and you ain't gonna have the same level of relationship, or how we ain't gonna conduct our relationship the same way.
And I also think too, with that particular type of space and the way people are set up today in the world, a lot of people look for things to give them a reason not to do this, or a reason to feel good about certain things. They don't necessarily give you a reason to push through.
Yeah.
This might happen, but this is the reason why you should try to push through instead of giving up. And so I think people tend not to look for that space. And I've had this experience in conversations with people who have been going through problems in their situation, or still looking in the past and this didn't happen, so I don't want to move forward because I'm afraid of this happening again. Yeah. They look for those spaces that agree with what they're feeling already, instead of getting out of that comfort zone let me hear what this person says on the other side of that. That could help me get through this space and understand I should take a different path, possibly, or not. Be open to giving that a try.
Yeah.
Right. To make whatever work. Right. Now, of course, people have their deal breakers or whatever that may be like, okay, I just got to cut this off completely. Right. But you go to these pages or these things like this, and they sometimes give you a reason to just cope with what you're feeling and make you feel, yeah, I'm right.
Yep.
So yeah, therefore I'm right. I'm gonna cut it off, right? And that's the issue. We look for those coping mechanisms.
You know what's so crazy is too, and we about to move on, but I'm gonna end this with this. And I forgot my guy's name, dog. He does politics, but he's a data analyst. Mm-hmm. He said a lot of people, when you're looking for research, he says good researchers, they don't look for research that supports their hypothesis. Mm-hmm. They look for research that fights against it.
So they can make it
stronger.
Yeah,
so, and then if they can't find something that fights against it, then it means their hypothesis may be real. It's real. Something that they got to look deeper into. Mm. But if they can find a whole bunch of shit on why it's wrong, and then they still believe what they believe, they got to look at themselves and be like, damn, why am I believing this shit, even though all the research is telling me not to?
Yeah.
So the thing is I think with all this being said about Dr. Cheyenne, about the relationship stuff, is, bro, people got to do their own research and find out for themselves why having a licensed therapist or not having a licensed therapist could work or cannot work. Mm-hmm. And if they accept it, hey, they rock with it. If they don't, they got to move on. For me, like I say, I don't think she's a bad person. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to say what she's doing is dangerous. I think what she's doing, some people may need that service. But I think, and I don't even know if she said this. I got to go back and watch the interview. But she needs to be very specific when she talks about licensing for her. Why it didn't make sense for her, not for the community. Because we need licensed therapists out there. We need people who know what the hell they're doing. Mm-hmm. Because at the same time, me personally, I wouldn't even want that liability. Because I don't even think she understands the liability that she has as being a coach or whatnot. Yeah. Somebody go off themselves, like because of some advice she done gave them in her business. Is she protected? Is she not protected? Right. And then if she's not protected, why wouldn't you want to be protected from to me, it's going to further somebody's question, be like, well, wait, my husband killed himself because of some advice he got from her. And I can't even sue because she's not licensed. And he just went there seeking guidance. He got guidance from a person who calls himself a coach. To me, people are going to be like, I don't know how to feel. Not saying that anybody has killed themselves or off themselves from doing it. I'm just saying what's possible. Right. I always look at stuff that I don't care if it's 1%. True. That's possible.
And that's why I feel like she has put herself in a position to where she's only going to be able, where she may have had clients who, because you were going to have money to be able to sit down with her anyway, but you would have had clients that were like, hey, I like her. She's a doctor. I can afford it. I'll go sit down with her. Now you bring in to question those clients who may have money, but they want to sit down with a serious doctor. Yeah. Now you may lose that because it's like, okay, who am I talking to? Talking to you.
But like you said before, though, it may be the people that are talking to her are looking for reassurance, not to be doctored.
Yeah.
And that's why, even to your point even more, it makes sense for the doctor to drop the doctor. Yeah. So she don't have
but even with that, you go for the reassurance, but she seems to be someone that's going to keep it real with you as well, right? So I feel like she has the right train of thought in that space, but now I think she's devalued to a degree where if she were going to sit down with people who wanted to sit down with her because she was a professional. Now
I gotta see her list of standards.
Yeah. So now I feel like she puts herself in a position to where she can only be used for social media.
Yeah. I gotta see a list of standards, because the thing that would scare me if I was in that situation it's not necessarily like she gonna keep it real, because we all know people who keep it real. I listened to the other day, and I'm only bringing this up because in my algorithm right now. But I listened to this up today where they were like, how Jay-Z. I mean, you know how I don't know if you heard the song. Well, I know you heard the song with Drake, "Too Hard for the Radio," where he samples Mac Dre. He samples Mac Dre, and he says the line, like the verse, word for word. And they was like, oh man, Drake don't got his own original, what's his name, whatnot. But these same people are Jay-Z fans, and they say Jay-Z's the greatest rapper. And then this guy played like, he said he got more, but he only played like 5 songs.
Yeah.
Of him, like literally saying Biggie's whole verse on one of his songs. And they're like,
Right.
So my whole thing is those people will keep it real and say, man, I keep it real, and they F Drake. But for Jay-Z, the standard don't change. So my biggest thing for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, what was scared me to death, is that keeping it real. Are you keeping it real for the person or keeping it real for me? I need, because the thing is, if you're a licensed doctor, back to what you said about Torre, hey, there's protocol for certain things.
Right.
If you're not licensed and you don't got to follow that protocol,
right.
Man, what are your standards when it comes to certain things? Is your standards for you different from me?
Right.
Okay, I need to know. You can't tell me that, hey, how I move it is different, and then you get around Offset and say, well, Offset, your life's a little different.
Right. So like when I say that, I say based on what I've seen, I just say that I don't think she doesn't seem like the person that's going to try to cuddle anyone.
No, but I'm saying, but even that cuddling, even if she, like, I hate to say this, but there's always, to me, there's always an aggressor, and there's somebody in a relationship who is at fault. I don't want to say they all completely at fault, but there's certain ways. Say I'm being the nice guy, and I'm doing everything right, and then she says, well, hey, listen, you ain't being aggressive enough. Your aggression level is, you need to move. But what if I'm the aggressive guy? And she said, hey, well, you ain't being too soft enough. Or whatnot. What's that line? Because if you being real, your realness doesn't have a standard.
Right. So now, and that's why I say, so because of that, that's where the questioning of are you legit or not comes into play. Because there is a protocol to get those points across a certain way. If you are legit,
that's what I'm saying. But if you just going on the guys and keeping it real,
yeah.
Because like I said,
my whole point was just to say, like, I don't think she would be like, oh, because you're this, I'm gonna say what you want to hear. Like that's what I was saying. She doesn't come off of, I'm gonna give you what you want to hear because you paying me type of thing. Now I'm gonna tell you in what you should hear, but now I don't know if you are professionally qualified to be able to give me that the right way.
and this is my problem. Not my problem, but the thing that I would worry about. Do she just want to be heard? That's it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is sometimes as a doctor, when I tell my doctor I'm doing some crazy shit, he gonna be like, oh shit, you gotta tighten up in this.
Yeah.
And then sometimes my doctor say, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Everything looking good.
Yeah.
And if I tell him an outcome, he said, okay, well, we need to implement this, and this. I just don't want to be where I tell her a scenario, and no matter what the scenario is, she wants to be heard and say, well, this is why you're not getting that outcome. Instead of, nah, man, you like you're doing it right, man. Hey, listen, is there anything else? Because you like,
Right.
Paper,
Look like you're doing
good.
Everything you need to do.
Now, what I could do is I could show you how to handle the conflict that you experience from the other side of this. But as far as what you're doing, you're up and up.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I'm scared about. Because
right.
sometimes it seems as if she wants to be heard.
Right.
We've all, hey, listen, and this could just me just being a man. I don't know, because you've been in a relationship before. You know how when you talking to your wife or your girlfriend, the days that she just want to be heard or she's making a legit argument. And sometimes you be like, the fuck are you talking about? Like,
right.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
You're talking like it's like literally. I know you. I know this don't happen to you. Couldn't happen to every man on the planet Earth. You talking to your lady, it's almost as if. Do you want to argue? Are you trying to create an argument?
Right.
You trying to spawn? You trying to create an argument?
Yeah. So this is what we
like.
going.
We ain't even. You saying okay, and it's
Yeah.
like we agree, and it's like, but nah, we don't agree.
Right.
And I'm like, you sure? It sounds like we agree.
Right.
And they telling you, nah, we don't, and you like, I guess. So my thing is I don't want her to be like. Yeah, shit. No, you done told me everything right here.
Yeah.
I'm doing A, B, C, and D, but yeah, you telling me I'm still
Right.
So that's the only thing I question.
Yeah.
When you're saying you're not licensed, and this could be with any doctor, but when you're licensed, I know for a fact that hey, listen, you had to go through a certain set of protocols.
Yeah.
You have to do this, do this, do this. If you're not licensed, I'm assuming that you ain't following that protocol.
Like if you're a surgeon, I need you to be certified. Before you know,
you just can't say, "Hey, well, I decided not to get my license as a surgeon, but we're gonna go ahead and."
But I'm telling you, dog, I'm gonna get you right.
Yeah,
based on my experience. Nah.
Yeah.
So I guess with all that being said, and everything that we've talked about today at the table, the question is, where does Dr. Cheyenne Bryant fall on the case of the villain? Is she a villain?
Man, listen.
Or does she live to fight another day?
Man, listen. She got to be a villain. She got to be. The only reason she got to be a villain is because, to me, she didn't become a villain until she went on the Breakfast Club. I think if she would have stayed her ass home for the Breakfast Club, she playing her role. But when she went on the Breakfast Club, and then started talking like.
But I think the origin starts right at the point you made from when we first started talking about it. The origin starts at Joe Budden saying, what you say? He said, and why should you?
And why should you? and then she went.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not like because she was explaining herself because the thing is you have to give her props.
Yeah,
she didn't try to hide it. She ain't your boy from Atlanta that was had his own doctor's office and was seeing patients.
Are you talking about a man who was?
I think your boy might have been 16.
Yeah.
Office, and I'm like, nobody asked him.
I would say, hey, listen, though, how he get it popping like that, though.
I'm talking about he had patients and everything. They're coming for follow-ups and everything.
So, like,
nurses at the front and everything.
Man, listen. So, I guess I fall there too, and she has to fall on the side of being a villain, and because my main thing is the ego of the villain is sometimes the reason why Batman always gets him at the end. It's the ego. It is very simple to say and to prove why you are this, why you are that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's very easy to say, if you didn't have the ego, I'm not. And at the end of the day, that's how you win. You simply fall on the side of live to fight another day, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, if the ego was not in play about that title. So
and this is the crazy part. She could very well be a doctor.
All right.
But boy, when you give somebody a shoulda, woulda, coulda, it just makes it harder for anybody to be like, that's real. Like, nobody, professor, could come to your back and say, hey, you told us a story about how you told us about financial. You said you went to get the degree, then the company holds it, then financial aid, they say they can refund you.
And the school was shut down and all that.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think everybody in the black community knows somebody who done went to a school and shut down. You ever went to a school that shut down?
No.
I have.
Yeah.
I went to a school that shut down. Florida Technical College. That shit is nowhere. Hey, listen. Hey, I owed the money. Guess what? That shit got wiped away because they cease to exist.
Right.
So my thing is shit like that's very real.
Yeah.
The thing is I ain't telling you, oh yeah, I got my associates from there, and I couldn't get it because they sold it to another. Didn't they? I don't even know how financial aid came into the conversation. Why she even brought that shit up?
Right.
Oh, they was gonna give me a refund, but I said I didn't read the refund because they wouldn't give me credit for the class. Like, man, if she got credit from the classes, go to DeVry. Take her ass to DeVry, and transfer them shits over. Do her little doctoral shit.
And this is my thing too, man. Like, I don't know what kind of paper she touching, but she touching some money.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Money gonna make everything work out some kind of way, man. So it's like, if it's there, the money gonna find it. That's what I feel, man. So I think in the case of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, we both fall on the side of villain, man.
Yeah, and before we get up out of here, though, you gotta talk about your boy, dog, Hart, dog.
Hart.
Hart.
I think we might have to table him because we don't got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might have to get to him next week.
Yeah. We're gonna get to him next week. But hey, listen.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this before we slide out of here, because I don't want to give him a sneak preview. It's
okay.
2 minutes.
Yeah. No rush.
Kevin Hart. You seen the roast?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we ain't even gonna talk about Kevin Hart. We're gonna talk about the jokes.
Okay.
How you felt about the jokes at his roast?
How I feel personally, like I know what a roast is. I know what it's about.
Okay.
So like I didn't come in or get offended like like some of the people are. I didn't get offended in that manner.
Hey, look. Well, I guess me and you think exactly alike then. 'Cause I didn't get offended whatsoever. I think honestly, when I heard the joke, I was like, ooh. But the thing is, that's what honestly, I know what a roast is. I don't really care for roast. Mm-hmm. I'll watch a roast every once in a while.
Yeah.
But because I know they're going so dark, certain dark shit, I ain't gonna lie, it makes me like laugh. I like dark humor. The only thing I don't like about the roast is the comics themselves ain't necessarily my type of comics. I could like if Cat Williams. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. D.L. Hughley, but it's basically black comics. The black comics went up there, and it was a whole black cast, and you had everybody from Cedric the Entertainer, from everybody. Jamie Foxx, I'll watch that shit.
Yeah.
Cause that shit's gonna be funny to me.
Oh yeah.
To me, Cat Williams, I like Cat Williams talking about Kevin Hart. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
But when certain comics get up there, and I'm not like a big fan of them, and I'd be like, because even racial jokes can be funny.
Yeah.
You just gotta know how to. The right person gotta be telling them. Because let's be honest, I like a good Trump joke. I like a good Hillary joke. I like a good racist joke. I like if you know how to stick the landing.
Yeah. I think that's what it comes down to. I saw a comment say that. I think Marlon Wayne said that he was like, if a lot of people have a problem with it, that means that the joke just wasn't funny enough. You know, he was like, there's always a joke that's going to be funny enough to appease the majority of people.
The only thing I don't like, too, is this is the only thing I don't like. And we're gonna slide after this. But, like, when some of the social justice warriors, when they come out, and they be like, oh, this is racist or offender, or even Charlemagne said that he don't like things about death. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I know for a fact there got to be a joke about OJ, or there got to be a joke that I know we could pull up from as raunchy as he used to be back in the day.
Yeah, but I think he's standing on the side of like where somebody like gets brutally killed, right?
You don't think Nicole was brutally
killed?
No,
I think the OJ jokes is always like, man, he did that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like, I think,
man, listen,
I think the majority of the OJ, I can't really think of any jokes where it's like it was about her death. It was always like, man, OJ did that shit, or like, watch out for the juice, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've never heard a joke where it's like, me personally, like where it was like about, you know, her being killed or, you know, brutally killed or anything like that. It's always been like, man, watch your back around OJ. Like,
so you don't think he didn't laugh about no September 11 jokes or no conspiracy jokes about any of that stuff? I'm not saying that I know. But I'm just saying, to be honest with you,
No,
me
listen, no, Charlotte,
Charlamagne,
listen. I tell you for a fact, I know that the Charlamagne that we see is not the real Charlamagne.
Yeah.
I know that person that was 15, 20 years ago that was the reason that Breakfast Club blew up. I know that Charlamagne still exists.
Yeah.
They'll tell you for sure. The reason why I know why is because the hatred that he got for Drake is peaking and rearing his head right now. And so I know he still got them waffle color Negro jokes that he was telling back in the day, and just presenting no reason why he didn't like Drake. I know that still exists. So that tells me that real dark personality of Charlamagne still exists.
Do you think like? Let me ask you this: do you think anybody should be canceled for any of the jokes that they said on the road?
So I'll say this. So those typical jokes, like I didn't find it funny. So when it was told, it wasn't like I didn't laugh. I was just like, oh shit, like like that, right? I will say this, and I'll say specifically about, and I've never seen enough of him to just say I know this about him, but the guy Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah,
I feel like, hey, where there's smoke, there's fire. Right. So when I say that, if your guns and butter is telling jokes about Negro this or somebody need to be getting hung or this, 9 times out of 10 you're a racist.
Got you.
I'm gonna leave it there with him.
I don't think he's racist. Only because I've seen the Kill Tony show. Not like I say, that comedy isn't for me. One of the people who blew up on Kill Tony is your boy from Orlando. The dude who do Saturday Night Live. I forgot the man's name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but the dude, he literally from Orlando. He had them on the show, like, wasn't it? And they always make racial jokes, but that's their type of funny. To me, they don't land with me all the time. I think like whatever, it's whatever. But the thing is that's what they do. My whole thing is roasts are made to be offensive. You need to be you trying to be as offensive as possible. Yeah. And I think low hanging fruit is to say black jokes. Black jokes coming from a white comic. That's what you gonna get. That's like,
but it's a difference between black, like even like the. I think somebody made a good point where they was like, and I can't remember who said this. It might have been Charlamagne. It might have been somebody else. It was like, it's one thing to tell the jokes about dead people, right? So you got, what's my man who
Charlie Kirk?
You got Charlie, not him, but for instance, Cheryl Underwood. Yeah. Making the jokes about her husband, right?
Yeah.
Like she was part of the roast. So it's like, it's almost like people that's part of the roast that who died tragically, but like your husband died tragically. He committed suicide. Like my man Shane Gillis, whatever his name is, it Shane Gillis. Yeah. He kept saying, "Hey man, I checked with her like to see if I could tell this joke," and she was like, "They did talk." They just did a show together recently.
Yeah, they did a podcast.
Yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched like a clip of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
I didn't even watch it.
But yeah, it's actually, I'll be honest, it kind of shows, that podcast kind of shows the comedic genius of Cheryl Underwood and the way she approaches jokes. She's next level, dog.
Yeah.
She's different. But I get what they say. All right, she's a part of the roast. So that should be on the table to a degree, right? If we want to try to attack it. Kev, this is your roast. Sorry, your mom, your dad, they got to be a part of it. It's like George Floyd, like, what the fuck? Like, this is just out of nowhere. Charlie Kirk. I mean, honestly, I think that was crazier. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was crazier.
Take one. I don't even want to say this.
Yeah, don't even say that.
But you know, like, it's wild. It's wild, dog. So it's like.
But the thing is that's what I'm saying.
And then too, with Charlie Kirk, to a degree, he was a public figure, right? So George Floyd, he was just like,
we kind of made him into a public figure.
That ain't fair though, but he ain't no public
figure.
The
reason why I'm not, listen, I'm not saying what's fair, not fair, whatnot. All I'm gonna say is dog, the part of the roast is to be offensive. You're gonna get you're gonna get more offensive when you talk about grand things. So the thing is what other black if you're trying to be say some outrageously offensive black shit, what you gonna pick from?
But see, this is my thing is, it would have been a wonderful roast without those 2 jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're trying to go offensive.
So,
but you listen, this is what you said. It would have been a wonderful roast without those 2 jokes. But they talked about a guy committing suicide.
But that one I wasn't too bad mad. I wasn't mad at all about the Cheryl joke by her husband.
But you see how? But you trying to tell me you don't think people were offended by that?
I think some people, but it's really the George Floyd.
Oh no, hell no! They brought up that they brought the George Floyd in that they left out the Charlie Kirk stuff.
Oh no, I've been hearing about that Charlie Kirk. I ain't gonna lie.
But I only heard it from Charlemagne.
But listen, they ain't, of course that side ain't gonna bring it up because that's their guy.
But that's my whole thing. That's why I say both sides are gonna say what they want to say. To me, the whole thing is supposed to be offensive as possible.
Cause if Drewski would have told that Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah, that nigga would have been out. Hey, listen, his life would have been danger.
Yeah. So
my whole thing is, and this is why I say, everybody got their own teams and stuff. I just stand on the team of, like I say, I'm like to be neutral. Neutrally, I think like you supposed to be the whole point of a roast is be outrageous and offensive as possible.
Yeah.
And for me, I just looked at it as like this. I analyze shit maybe too much, but I looked at it as, okay, they need to find something that's super offensive to say. George Floyd to me is low hanging fruit. Just like if they would have brought off that Kyle Rittenhauser, if they would talk about a white guy holding a gun and being able to do what the fuck he want to do. Like certain things they're gonna bring up from pop culture, and I hate to say this, but pop culture and the black, you got Trayvon Martin, you got George Floyd, you got Breonna Taylor. Like I'm not saying that you make jokes about it, but I'm just saying if I'm a white comic and I want to make something as offensive as possible, and I want to make a black joke, the first thing I'm gonna do is look up black culture and what has transpired. Unfortunately, that's what you got.
Yeah.
Now, like I say again, I'm not saying that you make a joke. I'm just saying that's what's. I couldn't play this. I'm not shocked that like where did that come from? I could very see where that come from. Just like Charlie Kirk, I could see where that come from. I could see like somebody saying, "I'm gonna grab this."
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is right or wrong. I could see how they got to that point where they say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna choose this one." I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't see that came out of nowhere." Nah, a white play this. If a white comic didn't say a black joke, that would have caught me off guard. Yeah. I mean, like,
but like I said, I feel like I think black jokes is fine, man.
But I'm just saying, but as a part of a roast of a white guy saying a black joke, it's just a part of a roast. To me, like I say, there are good ones. Some of them are landing. Like to me, like you said, for me, when the George Floyd thing, I didn't laugh at it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, but. I could see what somebody did, like, get a chuckle out of it. But I was like,
yeah. Like, to me, it wasn't funny. That's like,
when he said George Floyd is like in his grave looking up at, like, how would George Floyd be thinking about doing Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Like, a lot of things. Like, now, if this was like a Steven Jackson roast, that would have been like, God.
You don't tell that.
You would get your ass whooped.
Please don't tell that joke there. Please. 6'7", 6'8" man is coming your way as soon as that you try to get that joke off.
Oh nah. He would let the film in. As soon as because Steven Jackson's smart. He'll wait for them cameras to stop filming. Boy, outside afterwards, in the back.
Nah, it's going down right there, bro.
Nah, I think Steven Jackson would be like, oh, word. Afterwards, your life would have been, hey, listen, you would have been under duress. There's no way possible that Steven Jackson would have left that building without talking to you. But my whole thing is, though, let's be honest. If that was a Steven Jackson joke, could you see where it was coming from?
What you mean?
If it was Steven Jackson was getting roasted.
Right.
And he said
that
Floyd
joke?
is looking from his grave, looking at you.
Nah.
You still can't see that?
Yeah, I can see where my goal is to push beyond boundaries at all time because that's what type of comic I am, and that's what we do in roast, right?
Yeah.
I still say don't tell that joke.
No. I'm not saying tell the joke. I'm just saying
I would say, man, make it jokes. Yeah, I can see because that
according to
had
no chance of landing for me.
But
it's because it didn't make sense.
I do believe that where there's smoke, there's fire. Even I seen the Chelsea Handler thing out there where she was talking to Deion Cole, and she was like, "Oh yeah, they're all racist." When they found out I was going to be on the roast with them. The ex-girlfriend. Now listen, you can't always take the ex-girl. So I saw that, but she was like, "Oh yeah, they're really racist." Like like I know that they are. Like so, it's like.
But she said that this is why I don't like. I hear it lightly because she was like, he made a Shane Gillis. I don't know if you know the backstory with him, but he didn't make the Saturday Night Live. He was supposed to be up for audition. They cut him. They say he was part of the cast, and then they cut him because he made a joke. An Asian joke. The Asian joke was real light. Yeah. It was like some ching chong, like it was some crazy shit. Yeah. But they found out an old clip of him saying that, and it was like, so it was like, oh,
I don't, and I think when she was talking, I think that was all based towards Tony Hinchcliffe. I think Shane just kind of got pushed in that.
Shane was the one mainly calling her a whore. He had like about a 5 minute set for her.
Like, no, but I think. Like she say, that's the jokes that they're gonna be able to tell about me. I'm a whore. I fucked a lot of black dudes. Like like that type of thing. I think he just got bunched in that. I really don't even think she was like talking about Shane. I think that was all towards Tony Hinchcliffe. But
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, there's more to touch on it. But we definitely. I got a few things to do a little later on.
No. Yeah, but hey, listen, it's another good episode.
Yeah, it's another good episode, man. At the Villain Table, man. Like I say, guys, for the watchers, for the viewers, man. Listen, cliche thing to say, but like, share, subscribe. I think they even got a new thing out there, hype. So y'all do that, hype us up. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is that?
There's something new out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all do that for us. We got
do it all,
man. But like, yeah, I think this was a good episode, bro, man. So I definitely can't wait to get back to it next week, man. Like I say, guys, we are getting back in the flow. How you feel? What we get right now?
I think I'm gonna be real with you. I think we had about 35%. I think once we hit our stride, they gonna know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying these are not quality pods, but I think of getting back to where we were.
Yeah.
I think we had improved so much from where we were before that like I gotta get us like a 35%.
Yeah.
Not even like a 35 out of 100. I'm just saying like we're ramping up. So like if last week episode was like a 10, we had 35. Next week gonna be at 55. I think by like our 4th, 5th, or even the third one, I think we're gonna jump up and we might even surpass the 100% where we're at.
Yeah,
but I just think we gotta get that comfortable.
And for anybody who's seeing us for the first time, this is a new version of a show that we did. We used to go by the Supervillains podcast, and we did over 50 episodes of that pod. Actually, if you want to go back and check it out, go check it out. We had some good shit back in the day, but this is a new variation of that. And so we are not new to this. We've been doing it for a while, but it's been a little while. Would you say about 3 years?
About 3 years.
Yeah. So we jumping back on the horse, man, and we getting back to it. So we ain't new to this. We just ain't been true to this. But this time around, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it true, man. So for the second episode of the Villain Table, we appreciate y'all checking in with us, and we'll see you guys next week right here at the Villain Table. Peace.
We out.